Cern, the particle collider in Switzerland, which at one time I believed it was real when I first started seeing the changes, believing that they were going back in time and they were trying to find a God particle. But since then, unlike most of your so-called truther channels, which probably do believe it because they've been fed the line that this thing is real, but it's like the ISS. The only thing you can find that they constructed the ISS in space is a CGI cartoon. This is how we did it. They don't even have that on Cern. And I'll show you here. I did a search and I specified show proof that they built Cern. And I went through every video on any search, and there is absolutely zero video of them constructing this massive steel structure underground. And as you can see, this thing, oh, pretty colors too, let's not forget that. To put all that steel together, they would have to use all kinds of, there would have to be some grease and stuff used. But anyhow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories tall, underground, all that massive steel structure, a tiny little human being with a forklift put that together. Or was that created by some AI on the internet, a CGI cartoon, and just added these in with green screens? They could do anything and make it look real on the internet now. There is zero proof that they ever constructed that. Zero. Prove me wrong. Reason I bring this up, over on BitChutes, and not just there, on YouTube, and people are still talking about them finding the God particle, opening up doorways and portals to other dimensions through this machinery. That's what they want you to think. That's just my opinion, though. They want you looking down this rabbit hole while they're doing this stuff elsewhere. And there's certain channels like RFB. Every time he puts up something on BitChutes, he talks about the fear factor of what is Cern doing, but he blocks the comments. You can't comment on it. And there's other channels, a call for an uprising. Every time he says the word Cern, I comment, and I link the video that I'm getting ready to link at the end of this, that you have never once, you talk about Cern, but you never once have proven to any of your followers that it is real, that they built it, that it exists. I think this is nothing but a smokescreen, just like the ISS, to get you looking elsewhere. Look over here while they're doing the dirty on the other end. I don't know, what can I say? I'll link that other video behind this and find proof that they ever constructed this. I do believe in my heart of hearts that this is a hoax perpetuated on the human race. Oh, they put Sheba out front. They did mock sacrifices. Did they really? Did they? People are buying anything they put on the internet nowadays. And I bought it. I did. up until about 3 or 4 years ago. Then I started looking into it. And since then, there's no proof. There's no proof you live on a ball either. Down the road. Well, it's Sunday, July the 3rd, 2022. And what you're looking at is this massive steel structure known as Cern that is in Switzerland, and they're supposed to fire it up again on Tuesday the 5th. Now just look how big and massive that is. Back in 2016, when I first started seeing the Mandela effects, the changes, it was blamed on Cern, or a possibility that they were going back in time using this collider and changing things, changing our history. And at that time, it was floating around and it was 3 miles underground, so I wanted to know. So I looked it up, and it's 574 feet underground. And 1 mile, there is 5,280 feet. So roughly, we're looking at an eighth of a mile underground is how deep that is, according to what we find today. Now, we were lied to back then, because it was all over the place that it was 3 miles underground. But even at an eighth of a mile underground, I know they have tunneling devices, and they can tunnel a 17-mile circumference circle. But how did they get all this steel underground? Started in, it was conceived in 1954, I believe it was. Look how massive that is, and how much it would take to construct that thing. But yet, there are no videos over all them years of constructing this massive steel thing underground. No videos, no video proof whatsoever that I could find, prove me wrong, or any photographs of them actually putting this thing together. Now we learn it's an eighth of a mile underground, but still, even at that, how'd they get all that steel down there? How'd they get all the technicians down there to construct this thing underground with no proof whatsoever? Just like there's no proof whatsoever they've ever constructed the ISS. We know what Hollywood can do. We know what they can do with green screens. We know the trick photography, how they can make something look so real standing in front of a green screen. So I'm going to put this out there. People come and leave comments about they're going to fire up Cern again. Is it real? Or is it something they are going to use to fake an alien invasion? Say they ripped something in the time portal and brought the aliens here? Or is it something that they want you to believe that is the cause of your logos changing, your lines in movies changing, your Bible changing, that they went back in time to do it? That man has that capability? Or is it God allowing something supernatural to happen? I, for one, unless I see proof, concrete proof, that they constructed an ISS, or they have built this thing an eighth of a mile underground. Sure, there's a building. Sure, there's construction atop of ground to make you think there's a Cern. And when you watch NASA, you see a room full of computers. Same thing. Find proof. that they constructed this thing. And here you go. Check this out. This is their building. 33. Need I say more? Down the road.